My boyfriend Nathan and I are in a long-distance relationship. I live about 1,000 miles away from him. Recently, I went to visit him and his family in Montgomery, Alabama. I flew into Atlanta, Georgia, where I met up with my parents, who drove me a little farther south. Nathan met up with me and my parents at an art museum, and we had dinner together with delicious fries and cheesecake. Following dinner, Nathan drove me and him to Montgomery. While driving, Nathan spotted a dog along the highway. We stopped and the dog immediately jumped in the car. He refused to eat or drink and would not get out of the car. We called animal control, but it was after hours, so they asked if we could take the dog to the nearby shelter. Nathan hopped in the back with the dog and I drove us down the road to the shelter. We put him in the enclosure, but this dog was a strong little beast and apparently an escape artist, because after we got him in the shelter, he got out and we had to put him in again, not once, but twice. The next day in the morning, I hung out with Nathan's family's chickens. They have some older chickens and some smaller chicks. The larger ones are free to roam the grounds, but the smaller ones are still too small that a predator could easily grab them. This was my first time holding a chicken and it was surprisingly soft. I was also chased by the rooster, Chicken Hawk, and I was very scared because he is vicious. A little later, Nathan, his parents, and I went to Destin, Florida. Normally I hate going in the ocean, but the waters were clear and Nathan encouraged me to boogie board with him, which ended up actually being a lot of fun. The last full day I was in Alabama was packed with animals. We made a trip to Hope Hole, Alabama to go to a 350-acre drive-through safari park. On their website, the park says they exist to educate visitors about endangered species and provide financial support to protect these species. It was really fun to see all the animals and get to pet some of them, but the ox with the big horns scared me and I dropped half a bucket of feed on the ground. There was also an aviary where the birds landed on my arm and hand. The park was a really memorable experience. When we got back home, we made ice cream and made bread in a Dutch oven. Both turned out really yummy. It was a packed, short trip, and I'm so glad that I was able to go and see the people I love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!